What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the paint booth endeavor here. We got a lot more to do. Definitely a lot more to do. Obviously, we're gonna drywall this. All that wood over there is for what we're gonna do today. Now, we gotta put filters in this booth, both intake, which will be in the door when we get to the doors, but both intake and exhaust filters. Now, as you can see here, I think I'm gonna run filters from about there all the way to the same stud on this side over here. When we first built this, we kind of did it backwards because the fan was gonna like sit up there thinking that it would come out to the roof. But if we go all the way up to the roof, the exhaust tube is a little bit too tall, and it'll hit the it'll hit that beam when the guy comes in here and cuts the hole for us. So now that we kind of did this and got to work around that, that's going to be our top of the shelf, and then we're going to build another layer down here. So that's what we're going to do. We got to get this all boxed in and make it airtight. So it's new tool day, and we ended up with, well, there's 24 tubes of white silicone here, but there's no way I'm putting 24 tubes of silicone on with like a hand pump thing. So here we are, the Milwaukee caulking gun. Yes, M12. There is also an M18, which I think would be quite impressive, but I don't do that much caulk, so the M12 should be fine. I think it was like $100 some, but just this and these is going to save my hand, and I think we may even need more than that because for some reason silicone goes quick, and we got a lot to seal up here. And I think the first step is because all the way from about this shelf here, so this line that we made here down is going to be a box for the fan. So pretty much this whole thing here, these studs behind where the box starts, I need to silicone all this, get all this airtight, and then we could put the plywood on that. And the same thing here, there's gonna be plywood on both sides of this, but we need to make an internal box so that fan has the most direct suction of sucking the air through the box, well, in the booth, through the box and up and out. I found some very efficient EPA certified filters, the whole nine, but it's a 60-inch roll. They come in different sizes, but the 60-inch roll, I may be able to put one gigantic roll all the way down and then cut it, but I need to figure out a way to keep the filter like secure in there and not get sucked through. I think some chicken wire or something will work out. I was totally supposed to look at that at Home Depot and completely forgot today, so that's probably a tomorrow thing because the rest of this is gonna take a lot to build this filter box here, but we'll see how far we get, and I guess we're just gonna keep going and going and going until this paint booth is done, which hopefully will be quick, but also it definitely is a lot of work. But let's get to building this filter wall so this exhaust fan can get all situated.
Get the speaker box loud, hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound. Hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound. Hitting that stuff till you hearing
Okay, so this has been like, I mean, it's been like a long time trying to figure this out, but trying to get it to all fit with how we built this before, because the fan was supposed to be up here before. A little bit difficult, but pretty much I got to cut this whole middle section out, and then down here up to about there, this whole area is going to be open. But it'll be open, and then we can slide the fan in from the back, hopefully. The measurement should be right. That should work out for us. I'm gonna start cutting this out and getting the whole little fan box kind of framed in, and then we can kind of put in the filter wall. Alright guys, well we're making significant progress on the paint booth here, and like I said in the last video, this is a ton of work. It's super exciting seeing this window finally in place. It's gonna look even better with that behind it, which is coming very soon, and it's hard to believe when you're looking at, you know, how this is standing, but it's gonna look so different after it's all finished and it looks pretty. So I can't wait for that. But got the windows in on both sides there, and then in here, this is what we've been working on, this filter wall. Also painted this door gloss black. Here's the, you know, the other one for reference. When we get that one out of the packaging, we'll take that one off the hinges and spray that too. Went with the good old turbo can. This is actually the first time I've personally used this. I actually sprayed a couple things with them before, but this is the first time I've personally used this turbo can, and it's actually quite cool because look at that. It did the entire thing in no time. And honestly, the gloss black look, that's gonna look super sharp. I will say it's a little crazy because I think the turbo can is 15 bucks, and I used the entire can in 2 coats on this door. It needed painted black anyway, and I think that's the easiest, quickest way to get this thing to a gloss black finish, and I'm super thrilled with how that turned out. So already using the paint booth. I don't think our ventilation system's working, but already using the paint booth, and we got one of the doors painted too. Now this is what we've been working on. This has been absolutely crazy. A lot of mental math. Any of the carpenters out there who build like this daily, props to you. This is a lot, and a lot of brain power. Pretty much what all of this is our filter wall. What I have here is pretty much a wall within a wall. As you can see, I have designed it so it's got this lip here, and the filter is that thick. So I'm gonna finish this down to about here on the outside. The filter will tuck in there. We just picked up some chicken wire. So once this all gets boxed in, we make sure all the corners are airtight, and then once we get the front all sealed in, we have chicken wire. The reason why I'm doing that is so I have the ability to take it down at some point and then walk in here, and if I ever need to clean this out, service this, we'll be able to look up, you know, check on the fan, work on the fan if need be, but just always having that option here to be able to walk through here and into the filter box is going to be a major player in this. And look at that place where the fan's gonna sit. That'll be sharp. As you can see, doing our best here to make this as airtight as possible, and once we get everything good to go, we're definitely gonna go over it one more time. All the corners, all the cracks, make sure this thing is sealed. It really doesn't have to be perfectly sealed. We want the most airflow possible coming through our 5-foot tall filters that are about 15 feet long. So we can remove all the paint particles, and this will be a nice, clean, and awesome environment to like spray and work in. So this upper beam here has been challenging for us in this building process because it was there before, and everything's different now, and the measurements, whatever. We made it work. However, getting the fan in, I tried to make the hole in the back to slide it in, and that would probably work. It would probably work just fine. It'll be good to service the fan. It needs to be there anyway. However, getting the fan in there, it's not so much getting it through the hole as it is getting it back there, getting it up there. It is quite heavy. We're trying to figure it out, but it is quite tight back there. So I think the best entrance is either on the roof and down, or the other option is this isn't really a load-bearing stud here. So it's just going to help with the plywood going on the front and boxing this in, because the fan was supposed to sit up there before, but we just kind of half remade that down here. But I might be able to cut this out and then put it back together before we put the plywood up there, and the fan should slide right in the front. So we're probably going to do that and just make it easier on ourselves instead of a bunch of people on ladders trying and end up hurting ourselves. So we may just do it through the front and then box it in. And my buddy ended up having these extra from installing a couple spray booths where he's at. So I ended up picking these up from him today, which happened to be the perfect size that I need to get the exhaust out. There's 3, so we have extra, but this will come in handy because I might be able to take these rings and put it on my elbow and make everything here just bolt up nicely. So this was a major win, and I can't thank my buddy enough for these, because this is going to help us out and make this whole process 10 times easier. You'll see us get these installed after we drop that fan in, probably in one of the next videos, big time, because otherwise we're going to take the 36 and try and make our own, and we don't really want to do that, because that's just happen to come across those, and that's going to save us right here. And honestly, we might even probably might be able to get away with 1. If not, we can make 2 out of that, and we'll get it all bolted to go out. This is funny. This is tucked away. This is the first gen dually axle I have. That's gonna go on my first gen eventually. But I got this back here still, and we need to get it out at some point too. It's just a nice place for it because it's completely out of the way. Because eventually there'll be steps here, so we can get up to the roof. But check it out, guys. Almost there. This has just been an entire process, and I keep looking at this like this thing is actually insane. Like, look at me, look at how big this is, and for you guys to sit there and watch, it's just hard to wrap my head around, because this is huge. This is gigantic. This is obviously bigger than me, but this is absolutely just so hard to wrap my head around, because this is so massive. It is a ton of work, and it is just a ton of everything. But when it's done, that thing is going to be so nice, because literally I could probably take all the pieces off that thing, set them up all the way around the border, and put the thing in the middle, and everything would be a-okay to spray all at once. So this is going to be a game changer. It's going to be nice, but I will say it's a lot of work, but it'll definitely be worth it. Like I said, guys, right now each one of these videos takes a couple days to film, because it's like a couple days of work trying to get all this stuff done, the measurements right, thinking about this, running back to Home Depot to get more nails, do this, do that. It is a lot, and it's crazy, especially when you're literally making all this from scratch, no plans, no nothing. But little by little, this thing is coming to you know, coming into existence here, and it's actually insane. It's just mind-blowing. But we got our filter wall done, and our fan is just about ready to go in. So bear with me, guys. We got a little bit more paint booth work to do, but we are so close to getting back into business here, working on the Bronco and a ton of other things you guys are going to be excited for. So if you guys are excited for all that, shoot this video a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before, please get down and click subscribe. Drop me a comment if you haven't already. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.